their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right down the middle. It's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Rides it and reads it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Look out, he's got room. Bust through behind his pad. Push down for the tackle. They'll break out the Wildcats to try to move the chains. Rides to back. And some room to work.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch. Good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Hard running there. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Flips it out to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if we can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Never thought about taking a knee. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. Right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. There he goes. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Let's see what he can do with the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pocket breaking down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
They just keep firing. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Bringing it out. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge. And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. Head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And he's going to bring this one out. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the... with terrible field position at the 8. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the run, it's Hawkins. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. Here comes comes the Texas offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. This crowd knows when to bring it. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Bringing the heat. Zings it complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the ride. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but Man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Marshall was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Chad Pennington used to deliver in his days there in Huntington. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's got him. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And they're able to make the tackle.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Looking to throw for it. Pulls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got it in the middle. It's moved.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time he's got it.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. He's got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this all.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
But how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Turns it on down the left side. The 30, the 20, inside the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish strong.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marked it out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Puts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that has won the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Second down, he'll throw it. Floating away. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.